p.m. in Austin, Texas. All amateur radio traffic, please stand by. The Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net is about to begin. If there is any emergency or priority traffic, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. Well, welcome back to another fun Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5EVS. I'll be your net control for tonight. I'm transmitting from my QTH in Northwest Austin to the flagship 14732 repeater. Tonight's Trivia Net will be a hybrid net using the N5OAK, KA5D, and W5LCR repeater systems, as well as an online trivia game. We currently have the bingo machine turned on. Well, we'll be shutting that down soon enough. To check into tonight's Trivia Net, all you'll need is a smartphone, a tablet, or any computer with a web browser. I'll give you a few seconds to run to your computer or grab your device before we tell you where to go. And while you're doing that, just a reminder to see all the frequencies the Friday Night Trivia Net is transmitting over. You can visit n5oak.org, ka5d.com, or crhrc.org. For our Oak Hill Club members, we also have our very own Friday Night Trivia Net channel on Discord, so swing by and enjoy the fellas hanging out there. Tonight's movie is Boogie Nights, so if you want to watch a little Boogie Nights, head over to the Friday Night Video Net, and you can have some fun with us there. We usually have a fun movie going, so Boogie Nights is it. You'll get to see all kinds of fun from the 70s, man. Burt Reynolds is great in this role. If you haven't seen it, come check it out with us. Now that you have your device, open a web browser and go to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. If your XYL or kids would like to play along, just sign them in from their device. This also applies to all of you that are studying for your license. If you can hear my voice, you're welcome to play, and we would love to see you in the game tonight. Tonight's trivia game will be divided into 4 rounds. Every round contains 10 questions worth 100 points each. Tonight's topics are as follow. Round 1 is all about the 3 Englishes, American, British, and Australian. Round 2 is all about the creepy crawlies. Round 3 is a double Jeopardy round. And round 4 is all about Prince. After each round, we'll have a short intermission to aid in drink refills and take care of all bodily functions. As always, questions, comments, and friendly taunting are always welcome during the Trivia Net. At the conclusion of tonight's trivia game, everyone will get sent home in style by our final elimination round. One wrong answer and you'll be officially done for the night, so make sure you pace yourself on those adult beverages. With all that said, I'm going to see if anyone has questions before we get tonight's Trivia Net underway. If you do, please come with your name and call sign now. Nothing heard. All right, so let's go ahead and stop the bingo machine, see how we did here. Trina, looks like Trina came in first place on that. Congratulations, Trina, for making that happen. We're going to get you moved over into the official Friday Night Trivia Net. If you would, please make your name look like those names over there on the right, just your call sign and your name. I would certainly appreciate it. And once again, if you'd like to play along tonight, you can join the game at any time. You don't have to wait for a round to be over. Just open a web browser on your smartphone, tablet, or computer and go to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in, and you can be playing with us. We've got 16, 17 people, 18 people. It just keeps coming in. We usually have about 20 or 30 people hanging out with us. So if you're new and you haven't played, by all means, go make it happen, because it's going to be a whole lot of fun. That includes you, N5CFB. Every week we give away amazing door prizes for those of you that check in on time. Tonight's prize is a free membership to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Let's spin the big wheel and see who the winners will be tonight. And a big congratulations to all our lucky winners. After the game tonight, head over to n5oak.org and sign up to become a member. We'll have the welcome team standing by waiting to approve your complimentary membership as well as request to join our Discord community. For those of you who are new and haven't checked into the TriviaNet before, we're going to run through a practice question real quick to show you how the game works, so don't you worry. Questions will be read over the repeater and displayed on your device. Once the question has been read aloud, the answers will appear. All players will have 15 seconds to make a choice, but the longer it takes to choose an answer, the fewer points you will get. Also, remember to choose wisely as you only get one shot to answer the question. And once the timer runs out, the correct answer will be revealed, as well as what everyone else thought it was. For those of you that like to keep up with your score, it's that number located at the top left of your screen, and it will always be available during gameplay. Now that everyone understands how the game works, let's see who has checked into the net so far tonight. All right, we got Scott, AI5OBD, hanging out in Kyle. Afternoon or evening, whatever you want to call it, Scott. Good to see you on the video there, man. We got Aaron, AI5HP. He's down in Buda. We got Ashley, KI5MVF. I wonder if that means we have Jeffrey. Oh, I don't see a Jeffrey, but maybe he'll be joining us shortly. He's still on vacation. She's down in South Austin. We got Steve, KI5UKF. He's hanging out in Dripping Springs. We got David, KI5TGK. He just showed up from Baytown. Let's see, we got Brian, N5TZV. He's in Louise. We got Andrew, Cilantro. Oh, no, we got Whiskey Zero, Taco, Cilantro, Onion. I love that you have emojis for everything. Andrew's hanging out in Southwest Austin with us tonight. We got Russ, W5ISH, he's in Edna, Texas. We got Steve, KG5LAA, all the way out in Burnett, Texas. Garrett, KG5KVJ, is down in Buda. We got Leonard, KI5NLC. We usually means, yeah, we got a Leslie as well. They're hanging out in Kyle. Thomas, KI5OMW, is in Edna, Texas. We have Stop It, otherwise known as Fart Bucket. It's my favorite nephew. He's hanging out in Dale Valley. We got Sky, N5LX, down in Austin, Oak Hill area. We got Philip, AC5G, in East Austin. He's also putting out the Fox for the weekend up in my neck of the woods. So looking forward to that. Thank you, Philip. We got Bill back, N5SMO. He's up in North Austin. And another Bill, W5ITZ, out in Ganada, Texas. We got Layla and Trina and Chris, W5CUI. All right, 21 people hanging out with us so far. So welcome to tonight's game. We're going to get everybody moved over into round number 1, the official first round of the Friday Night TriviaNet. It's all about the 3 Englishes. The 3 Englishes. So, hope you brought your translator out. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, put your hands on your buzzers. The Friday Night TriviaNet will begin in T-minus 10 seconds. Here we go. What is the common term for a public house in England? Well, a whopping 95% of you went with pub. 5% went with art gallery. So let's see, 95% of you can't be wrong on that one. You are not. Pub is it. Oh, Ashley, KI5MVF. You need Jeffrey around. She's the only one that picked art gallery. The term public house first appeared in the late 17th century and was used to differentiate private houses from public establishments licensed to serve alcoholic drinks. These are now commonly called pubs, which I'm surprised nobody's... we got a few people drinking on the video. Question number 2. What would an American need to ask for in the UK if they wanted potato chips? Well, we got to light up all the buttons, but Chris is coming in number 1, followed by Skins, and then we got Chippies and Thins coming in to a tie for 3rd and 4th. So what would an American need to ask for in the UK if they wanted potato chips? 79% of you are correct with Chris. I think chippies are something we don't even want to discuss over the air. And ordering chips in the UK, you would be served French fries. Bagged potato chips, on the other hand, are called crisps. Way to go, 79%. Question number 3. What does the idiomatic abbreviation ARVO mean in Australia? So I'm pretty sure I would have gotten this wrong. The majority of you say ARVO stands for afternoon. We got a tie for all right and adventure for 2nd and 3rd. Advertise coming in 4th. So what does the word ARVO mean in Australia? It is afternoon. I would have gone with either afternoon or all right. And that would have made the all right. We could have just done ARVO. That would have been a little bit different there, wouldn't it? Question number 4. What would a British student be asking for if they ask a teacher for a rubber?
W0TCO.
Yes, sir, Andrew.
You're not going to put the obvious answer here?
I was really kind of surprised that it wasn't there, but I mean, it doesn't really matter because y'all all picked Eraser anyway, so that is the correct answer, and apparently Andrew is the only one with his mind in the gutter tonight, but thank you, Andrew, for letting everybody know. Question number 5, and halfway through our 3 Englishes round, what does China plate refer to in the parlance of Cockney rhyming slang? This one was crazy. All right, well, let's see. We got a tie for 8 and Fate for 1st and 2nd. Date coming in 3rd, Mate coming in 4th. So what does China plate refer to in the parlance of Cockney rhyming slang? The correct answer is, are you ready? Mate. Only 11% of you got that. So Cockney rhyming slang originated in London's East End in the early 19th century. Typically, a phrase is used in place of a desired word and the last word of the phrase rhyming with the hidden word. For example, dog and bone means phone. In this instance, China plate refers to mate. To confuse matters even more, rhyming slang is often shortened to just the first word, as in, he's a real China. So there you go. So I got to go talk to Leslie, KI5NLC, and Steve, KG5LAA. They're the only 2 that got this right. Leslie, KI5NLC, were you guessing on this one, or did you know it?
No, that was a complete guess.
All right, what about you, Steve, KG5LAA? Is this one ringing a bell, or are you just pushing buttons?
It would also be a total guess on my part.
All right, well, you are the only two that guessed right, so congrats to y'all. So that was question number 5. Let's throw up the scoreboard and see who is doing what. Check it out. We got Leslie, KI5NLC, in the number 1 spot, Aaron, AI5HP, in the number 2 spot, and Leonard, KI5NLC, in the number 3 spot. So I don't know if y'all have noticed, Kent is out dealing with his mom's funeral this weekend, so we don't have the robot trivia man with us tonight, but we're going to send some good juju his way. It's been a hard week for poor Kent. So keep him in your thoughts and your prayers, and while y'all are doing that and checking out your scores, we have to remind everybody you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n50ak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name, or just your name if you're still studying. That's all we need. So for those of you who are new and haven't played with us before, question number 6 is always a fun one because you can take all these points that you've earned and you can use them to your benefit. So, ladies and gentlemen, y'all place your bets. Let's see how question number 6 goes. All right, here we go. Question number 6. In both England and Australia, what part of a car is the bonnet? Well, check it out. 90% of you said the hood, 10% said the trunk. Nobody picked the dashboard or license plate. So let's see. What in the world is the bonnet? It is the hood. That is it. The bonnet is the hood of the car, and the trunk is also known as the boot. 10% didn't make that one. That was Steve, KI5UKF, and Titus, N5TZV. All right. Better luck next time because y'all are the only ones that took the red. Everybody else is in the green. That's pretty much kept us at the same. Leslie's number 1, Aaron number 2, and Leonard is in number 3 spot. Question number 7. What item of clothing is called a jumper in the UK? Well, y'all didn't think it was a woolly hat. We got sweater coming in first by vest and then rain boot. Nobody picked on the woolly hat. So what is called a jumper in the UK? The people that picked sweater are the correct one tonight. Woolly hat and a rain boot and vest. Oh, what a shame. Every time I hear the word sweater, I think of the Three Amigos when they give El Guapo the sweater and he's like, "It's a sweater!" All right, question number 8. Where would you be if you were headed to visit a dunny down under? Well, anywhere but the theater, apparently. So the outdoor toilet is the number 1 answer, and then we got a tie for a cattle farm or a mine. Seems rather bizarre that y'all would pick that over nobody with the theater. So 70% with the outdoor toilet. What is a dunny? It is the poop shack. That's what it is. The cattle farm and the mine were not correct. Dunny is Australian slang for outdoor toilet or outhouse. So good for y'all for making that happen. Let's see. Oh, what did Garrett? I have not seen that, Garrett. Garrett's throwing up some today video in the Discord. We're going to have to go watch during intermission. Question number 9. To knock up in the U.S. might bring a surprise 9 months later, but what does it mean in Britain?
Are you serving QAG?
Yes, sir.
I do believe that means to call me on the phone.
I want to call you on the phone. All right, well, let's see. That was not one of our answer choices, so I don't believe you are correct in that, but let's see what we have out of this. 45% say it was to get arrested. And then we got wake up is the number 2 answer, criticize is the number 3 answer, and get fired is number 4. So if you're going to get knocked up in Britain, what's going to happen? You're going to get woken up. To knock up in Britain is to awaken someone by knocking. In the early 20th centuries, knockers up were men who went to their house of factory workers and knocked on their bedroom windows to make sure they got up and got ready for work. So there you have it. If you're going to knock somebody up, don't knock me up. I'll punch you in the face. I like sleeping. It's not going to be a happy day. Question number 10 and the end of our round number 1. At an Australian Barbie, what is a snag? All right, well, we got to light them all up again. So sausage is the number 1 answer, followed by ear of corn, shrimp, and hamburger. So at an Australian Barbie, what is a snag? The correct answer is sausage. Even more common than throwing a shrimp on the Barbie is cooking snags, aka sausages, on the Barbie. All right, well, we have made it through our first round. Let's add up all the scores. See who did what. We got Leslie, KI5NLC in the number 1 spot, Aaron, AI5HP in the number 2 spot, and Ashley, KI5MVF in the number 3 spot. Let's go talk to Leslie. She only missed 2 out of 10. Got a score of 1,023. Which one's got you, Leslie?
It was the last 2. I knew about the knockers up, but I didn't make the connection between waking up and those guys. And then, yeah, the snag, I guess, ear of corn.
Yep, well, there are professional knocker-uppers, and that is actually what that said. So I'm not drinking, or I haven't been drinking that much yet. Let's go talk to Aaron, AI5HP. He got 7 out of 10, right? Aaron, which one's got you?
Yeah, AI5HP. Yeah, getting knocked up, the sweater one and the China one got me. I would have gotten the bonnet wrong if it wasn't from my son here who watches Top Gear.
All right, well, see, there you go. Good for him. Ashley, KI5MVF is in the number 3 spot, but we can't go talk to her because her control operator, Jeffrey, is still in Florida. So let's go down and talk to Bill, N5SMO. Good to see you here, man. Looks like you got 7 out of 10 as well. Which one's got you?
What was it? The Arvo and China plate and knocked up, and there was one other one. I don't remember what it was, but it was those for sure.
Right on, man. It's funny how we all speak English, but it's not all the same. Well, that's going to do it for round 1. We're going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, you can check into tonight's TriviaNet at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the TriviaNet tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in, there's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name. We got 20 people hanging out with us. We're going to move over into round one intermission. If anybody has any questions or concerns, please come with your name and call sign now. Oh, yeah, we got Miresto hanging out in Fort Worth. I was wondering where you guys were.
Hey, Rusty, it's the Mire part of the Miresto over here from Fort Worth. And we're just checking in. We're late. So can you possibly tell us what the remaining themes are for the night, the categories? Thanks.
Absolutely, I can do that. So you missed out on the three Englishes. That was the American, British, and Australian. And then round two that we're coming up into is Creepy Crawlies. Round three is all about Double Jeopardy. And round four is the music of Prince. So that's the remaining three categories. And it's so good. I'm glad y'all got to Fort Worth safe, and I'm glad you're in the game and playing tonight.
Roger that. Thanks, Rusty. See you soon.
And that was KI5SYX.
Everybody knows that was Miresto. We don't need any call signs or nothing. We know who that was. But thank you, Ernesto, KI5BZN. Well, looky there. Round one intermission is already done with. So let's move over into round number two. Round number two is about all things creepy crawly. This is going to be a fun one. Before we can get into that, though, we have to remind everyone yet again you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We're in round number two. We got 4 rounds plus the elimination round, so you still got plenty of time to get in here and play with us. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. We got 21 people hanging out with us tonight so far, so come on and join us. It's a beautiful night to play some trivia. All right, let's get round number two started up. See how y'all do with the creepy crawly round. Question number one. Who wrote and illustrated the 1969 children's book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar? All right, let's see what you think. 48% of you said Eric Carl. And we got Maurice Sendick, number 2, followed by Ronald Dahl and Dr. Seuss. Very few for the Dr. Seuss. So who wrote and illustrated the 1969 children's book, The Very Hungry Caterpillar? The correct answer is almost half of you. The Very Hungry Caterpillar was written by Eric Carl, follows a caterpillar who eats various foods and eventually transforms into a butterfly. Question number 2 in the creepy crawly round. Which species of beetle is the strongest insect on the planet? So I totally would have gone for the Hercules beetle. That would have been my answer. That's what the majority of y'all went with, 43%. The horned dung beetle coming in second, and then we got a tie for the rhinoceros beetle and the stag beetle for third and fourth. But which species of beetle is the strongest insect on the planet? That's a pretty big tote. Let's see. It is the horned dung beetle. The horned dung beetle, the Ophthalmophosaurus taurus, has been found to be able to pull a whopping 1,141 times its own body weight, which is the equivalent of a 150-pound person lifting 6 full double-decker buses. So there you go. Don't mess with the horned dung beetle. They'll get you. Question number 3. In the 1940s, what was the first insect to be sent into space? Well, y'all think it's either the cockroach or the fruit fly. Cockroach coming in number 1, followed by the fruit fly. Mosquito coming in third, just a whopping 5%. Nobody picked on the spider. So let's see. In the 1940s, what was the first insect sent into space? The correct answer is the fruit fly. Check that out. The first animal sent into space were fruit flies aboard the V-2 rocket launched on February 20th, 1947 from White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico. I'm sure there was a cockroach on that thing too. They just didn't know about it. They were looking at the fruit flies. Question number 4. Despite its name, the blank fly does not emit light. Well, it looks like the lanternfly is coming in number 1, followed by the candlefly, and then we have the glowing fly and the starlight fly tied for 3rd and 4th. So despite its name, this fly does not emit light. The correct answer is the lanternfly. The nose of the lanternfly is really an extended mouth used for eating sap. That's a crazy looking thing right there. But yeah, I figured we were going to go for lightning bugs or something like that, but the lanternfly. All right, question number 5 and halfway through round number 2. Capable of emitting 107 decibels, the blank is considered the loudest insect in the world. All right, let's see what you think. The African cicada is the one that y'all picked the most, followed by the desert locust. Nobody picked on the European mole cricket or the honeybee. So capable of emitting 107 decibels, this is considered the loudest insect in the world. The correct answer is the African cicada. While the buzzing of a common housefly registers just 4 decibels, the mating call of an African cicada can reach 107 decibels, nearly as loud as a firework or a chainsaw. Wow, that's incredible. All right, so we are at the halfway point of round number 2. Let's throw the scoreboard up and see. Oh, look at that. Leslie, KI5NLC, she's on a roll. 326 points. Trina's in the number 2 spot with 318 points. And Bill, W5ITZ, is in the number 3 spot with 272 points. So while y'all are checking out your scores, we're going to let everybody know that you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We got round 2 underway. We're all going all the way to round 4. So if you're hanging out there and you don't think, we got much time, we got plenty of game left for you to get in here and score some points. And for those of you who are currently playing, question number 6 is coming up, but you know what that means. It's time to place your bets. All right, here we go. The spike-headed blank has a body covered in armor-like thorns. The spike-headed what? That thing is crazy looking. I don't really care what its name is. Let's see what you picked. Mantis coming in first place, followed by Katydid, Grasshopper, and nobody picked on Spider. So the spike-headed creepy thing has a body covered in armor-like thorns. It is the spike-headed Katydid. Check that out. Found in the Amazon rainforest, spike-headed katydid is a nocturnal insect whose spine-covered body allows it to blend in with the vegetation and discourages potential predators. I bet it does. All right, so let's see. That was 37% of you that got that right. What did that do to our scores? Ooh, check it out. Sky, N5LX is in the number 1 spot, followed by Ashley, KI5MVF, and Brian, N5TZV. Congrats, y'all, making that happen. There's a lot of red. There's a lot of red in there. All right, let's see if those that got a bunch of red can make up. You got 4 questions left. Let's see how you do. Question number 7. Which of these musical artists has not released a song called Butterfly? So it's looking like BTS is the number one pick, followed by Nicki Minaj, Crazy Town, and then Mariah Carey. So which of these musical artists has not released a song called Butterfly? The correct answer is Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj has a 2010 single simply titled Fly, but that's not Butterfly. Question number 8. What type of bug are the tiny biting insects nicknamed no-see-ums? So it looks like y'all think these are fleas, followed by a louse, a fly, and a mosquito. So what type of bugs are the tiny biting insects nicknamed no-see-ums? The correct answer, they're flies, also known as biting midges. The tiny flies called no-see-ums are a nuisance all over the world except for Antarctica and the Arctic region. 2 people got this, Steve, KI5UKF, and Bill, N5SMO. Let's go chat with Bill and see, Bill, did you know this one, man, or are you just a lucky guesser?
No, I know that. Used to camp up north a lot, and they're like really bad up there in Canada. So, yeah, they don't hop around on the ground. They definitely fly around.
Roger, roger. Let's go see if Steve, KI5UKF, knew the same thing.
Yeah, Rusty, my wife is from Savannah. I've traveled there many times. They have a lot of no-see-ums there, and I kind of the choices, it seemed like Fly was closer. I've seen them up close a couple of times. Unfortunately, they're a real pain in the butt. So, back to you, KI5UKF.
Yeah, it's amazing how when things annoy the crap out of you, you remember what they are, how they are, and most importantly, how to kill them. All right, question number 9. What is inside a Mexican jumping bean that causes it to hop? So let's see, almost half of you think it's a moth larva. We got a weevil coming in second, an aphid coming in third, and a termite number 4. So what is inside a Mexican jumping bean that causes it to hop? The correct answer? Yeah, y'all knew it. It was a moth larva. Mexican jumping beans are not beans at all, but seed pods that have been inhabited by the larva of a small moth. They jump when they are mildly heated. I had no idea that that's what it was. Very fun. All right, question number 10 and the end of the creepy crawly round. Let's see how y'all do. Which of these creepy creatures is not venomous? Well, y'all are pointing over at the wheel bug as being it, followed by the scorpion fly, the jack jumper ant. Nobody picked on the brown recluse spider. Cannot imagine why. Which of these creepy creatures is not venomous? The correct answer is the scorpion fly. Despite the stinger and terrifying head, the scorpion fly is actually harmless. I would have gone for the wheel bug too. I think it's just because the name Scorpion kind of gets you. All right, well, let's add up the scores and see who did what in round number 2. Looks like Sky is maintaining the number 1 spot with 591 points. Ashley, KI5MVF, is in the number 2 spot, and Leslie, KI5NLC, is in the number 3 spot. So let's see, Sky, N5LX, which one of these got you, man? You only missed 4.
Well, the N5LX here, the musical artist question, I didn't know any of those artists except Mariah Carey, so I didn't know that one. No-see-ums, unfortunately, it sounds like I've never run into those. And the other one I got wrong was the children's book, and even though I I was in grade school around that time. Somehow I never ran into that book.
Yeah, I had no idea about the book. I'm glad I don't know what a no-see-um is. And then I knew the musical artist, but I couldn't tell you what they did or didn't sing, so I would have been totally screwed on that one as well. Well, all right, man. Congratulations on winning round number 2. Ashley, KI5MVF, is in the number 2 spot. Let's go talk to Leslie, KI5NLC. Well, you got half of them, and somehow you're still in the number 3 spot. Congratulations.
Yeah, I did okay. Yeah, I got the last 3 wrong. I guess mosquito, weevil, and wheelbug. And then, yeah, I thought a cockroach went to space too, but it wasn't right. But yeah, I'm doing okay.
I'm telling you, we sent a cockroach to space. They just didn't realize it. So that and the fruit fly are buddies for sure. Well, all right. Well, guess what? It's time to take another quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but we always appreciate it. Just a reminder, for those of you hanging out there lurking, you can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. We would love to have you, your XYL, your kids, your dog, your parakeet, whatever it is, whoever, anybody that can push a button can play along with us tonight. We're going to get everybody moved over into our second intermission, and if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please come with your name and call sign now.
KI5SYX.
Yes, ma'am, KI5SYX.
Hey, Rusty. So, you know, on our drive up here to Fort Worth, we were listening to some really groovy oldies on the radio. That's part of the fun of being on a road trip, the music. And we were also remembering how much fun everyone had at the Cidercade this last group outing, which was a big hit. So now the question is, have you guys ever had a karaoke outing, and do you think there would be any interest in having a karaoke outing with the club? Oh yeah, Ernesto says that it should be called hamrioke. What do you think?
I don't know. Although I'm kind of fond of the name Porkioke instead. I think that would be better instead of Hamioke. But I don't know. I'm not much of a karaoker, but you know, there might be some interest in the club. Yeah, see, Bill thinks Hamrioke is kind of a questionable. I think Porkioke is definitely what we got to call it. So yeah, I don't know. Are you a karaokeer, Midea?
I am very proud to say yes. I love me some karaoke, and I do know of a few spots here in Austin that would accommodate a large group in a private room. So I vote yes. Maybe we can ask other members to see if there is any interest, and I think it'd be fun. So I say we put it in the mix. KI5SYX.
Hey man, I'm always down. So you know, we'll toss it around on the Discord and see if we can't make that happen. But yeah, I'm game for pretty much anything. So before we get into round number 3, we have a gentleman named Mike from Sugar Land, Texas. Mike, if you can hear me, do you have a call sign? I would love to put it next to your name. If not, that's no worries.
Oh, yeah, I am, and I do. The call sign, I thought it was already entered. My apologies. Call sign is W7, Quebec Alpha Golf.
W7, Quebec Alpha Golf. All right, well, we got your call sign in there. Fantastic. I believe this is your first time to play with us, so welcome to the game, Mike. Let's get everybody moved over into round number 3. Man, this game is just zipping by tonight. Round number 3 is Double Jeopardy. So it'll be just like Jeopardy. And before we get that going, we got to let everybody out there know that you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5VBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game, just like Mike. All you have to do is port your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your first name. We've got 23 people hanging out with us so far, playing trivia tonight, and round 3 is about to begin. Round 3 is Double Jeopardy, so let's get this thing started. We'll let all the repeaters take a breath, and we'll be back with question number 1. All right, Modesto, it looks like Philip, AC5G, is down for some karaoke. Steve, KI5UKF, is down. He says exit stage left is one of his favorite spots. And Scott, KI5OBD. So it looks like we got a little interest in some porkioke. I think we got to make that happen for sure. So we'll figure out how to get everybody in place. All right, let's fire up round number 3 and see what question number 1 has. Here we go. In 2013, this star of Pitch Perfect hit the number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100 with the song Cups. So I have no idea. Let's see where y'all are headed with this. So y'all are saying, who is Anna Kendrick? Followed by a tie for Brittany Snow, Anna Camp, and then Rebel Wilson. So in 2013, the star of Pitch Perfect hit number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100 with the song Cups. The correct answer is, who is Anna Kendrick? The song Cups was originally a folk song titled When I'm Gone, written by the good old A.P. Carter and recorded by the Carter family. It was featured in the film Pitch Perfect as Anna Kendrick's character auditioned for the Barden Bellas. All right, question number 2 in our Double Jeopardy round. At a medal ceremony for 2012 shooting competition, organizers accidentally played the Borat parody of this country's anthem rather than the real one. Oh, this is great. All right, so let's see what you think. What is Kazakhstan is the number 1 answered, followed by Bulgaria and Slovenia. Nobody picked on Moldova. So 2012 shooting competition, they played the wrong country's anthem. They played the Borat parody. What was it? The correct answer is, what is Kazakhstan? The athlete from Kazakhstan won a gold medal at the international shooting competition held in Kuwait in 2012. And unfortunately, the organizers accidentally played the parodied anthem from the 2006 Borat. The organizers apologized profusely and redid the ceremony, this time with the correct anthem. That's fantastic. All right, question number 3. Appearing to predict the smartphone era, this California-based company introduced the first popular handheld computers in 1996. All right, y'all are going with Palm. What is Palm? Followed by the BlackBerry, Compaq, and Hewlett-Packard. Nobody picked on the Hewlett-Packard. So who predicted the smartphone era all the way back in 1996? The correct answer is, what is the Palm? Palm Inc. released the Palm Pilot 1000 in 1996 and led the growing market for portable computing devices where previous attempts such as Apple's Newton had failed. I always wanted an Apple Newton, but they were way too pricey, and there wasn't really much I could do with it. So, all right, question number 4. Calling it the stupidest song he'd ever heard, the country singer had only a top 10 pop hit with the novelty tune Red Solo Cup. Let's see what you think. Y'all are going with Toby Keith. We got a tie for Luke Combs and Luke Bryan, and then Chris Stapleton coming in fourth. So, what was the stupidest song that this country singer? It was Toby Keith. Written by two pairs of songwriting brothers, Red Solo Cup was the only song on Toby Keith's album Clancy's Tavern that Keith did not write or co-write. In an interview with CMT, Keith said that it was the stupidest song he'd ever heard in his life, but added that it was also freaking awesome. And I agree. It was a stupid song. Question number 5. In basketball, this position can either be small or power. All right, thank you, Mr. Repeater. Let's see what y'all think. 62% say what is forward. We got the center, the guard. Nobody picked on the swing man, which is a great title considering the movie that we're watching. So let's see. In basketball, this position can either be small or power. The correct answer is what is forward. The small forward is considered to be the most versatile of the main 5 basketball positions. Meanwhile, the power forward often plays a role similar to that of the center. All right, so we are halfway done through the round. Let's fire up the old scoreboard and see. Ashley, KI5MVF, is in the number 1 spot, and Leonard and Leslie are taking the 2nd and 3rd spot. All right, way to go, way to go. While y'all are checking out your scores, we're going to remind people once again that you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net, brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I'm your net control for tonight. You can come hang out and check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. All you have to do is point your web browser to n50ak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign. So we got Ashley in the number 1 spot and Leonard and Leslie. There's your top 3. This one is where you get to put all those points to use. So y'all place your bets and we'll see what the top 3 looks like after question number 6. This comedy film, co-written by Steven Spielberg's sister Anne, was the first female-directed movie to gross $100 million at the box office. All right, well, what is Clueless is the number 1 answer, followed by Big. What is East Fast Times at Ridgemont High? Easy for me to say. Followed by what is The Parent Trap? So what in the world is this movie that was the first female-directed movie to gross $100 million at the box office? It's a fantastic movie for sure, and it is What is Big? 1988's Big is the second directorial effort from Laverne and Shirley actress Penny Marshall. Steven Spielberg was offered the chance to direct, but he didn't want to take away from his sister's screenplay accomplishments. Check it out. What is Big? All right, so let's see what is Big. Let's look at your scores and see. Leslie is in the number 1 spot. Atta girl. We got Aaron, AI5HP, jumped to the number 2 spot, and Philip, AC5G, is in the top 3. All right, man, I love that. I love that number 6 question. I love y'all getting to bet your points. It always changes things up just a tad. Let's see what question 7 does. It's where you would be working if you used a Brannick device. Where in the world would you be working if you used that? I love it. Y'all think it's either the shoe store or the laboratory. Not an amusement park or the car wash. So let's see, where would you be working if you used the Brannick device? It would be a shoe store. Invented in 1927 by Charles Brannick, the Brannick device is a calibrated tool used for measuring the size of someone's foot. It is the standard equipment in most shoe stores today. All right. Question number 8. I had no idea what in the world that was. Taken from the Spanish word for basket, a cesta is the main piece of equipment used in this sport. Man, we had to wait for a little bit before we got somebody to pick on the bullfighting. Jai-Alai is the number one answer, followed by curling, bullfighting. Nobody picked on skeet shooting. So taken from the Spanish word for basket, a cesta is the main piece of equipment used in this sport, and that sport is Jai-Alai. There it is. The handheld wicker cesta is used to hurl the ball, the pelota, at great speeds in the game of Jai-Alai. Question number 9. This fast food chain launched its third burger in the 1980s, only to discover that customers didn't understand that a third of a pound was more than a quarter pound. Survey says, what is Jack in the Box? Where y'all are headed with this, followed by A&W, Sonic, and Five Guys. So who had the third burger in the 1980s? Only discovered that, guess what? Nobody knows math. Let's see, who got screwed the most? Oh, it's those people. What is A&W? 2021, A&W rebranded the third burger, yet again naming it the 3/9 burger. All right, 4 people. Only 4 people got that. We got Russ, W5ISH, Brian, N5TZV, Leonard, KI5NLC, and Ashley, KI5MVF. Got that right. Congratulations, y'all, for making that happen. Question number 10. In honor of the first state governor of Connecticut, this is the name for every Yukon Husky mascot. I don't know why, but Winthorpe makes me think of Trading Places with Dan Aykroyd and Eddie. All right, let's see. What do y'all think? Looks like what is Fenwick, followed by Winthorpe, and then we got a tie for Theophilus and Jonathan. So in honor of the first state governor of Connecticut, this is the name of every Yukon Husky mascot. The correct answer is, what is Jonathan? How boring is that? Jonathan Trumbull served as both a colonial governor of Connecticut and as a state governor after the Revolutionary War. Yukon Huskies are named Jonathan in his honor. As of February 2022, the school is on their 14th Jonathan. All right, well, let's add up scores and see who did what in round number 3. Check it out. Leslie, KI5NLC, is in the number 1 spot. Aaron, AI5HP, in the 2nd spot. And Leonard, KI5NLC, in the number 3 spot. All right, so let's go talk to Leslie. Leslie, which one of these things got you?
I guessed blackberry on, I think it was the 3rd question. And then I saw palm, and I was like, oh, that's probably going to be it. And then I guessed laboratory on the Brannick device. And then, yeah, my phone isn't letting me look at the rest of it. But, yeah, I think I got, 3 or 4 wrong. But still did okay.
Yeah, you did just fine. You're in the number 1 spot. All right, let's go talk to Aaron, AI5HP. He only missed 2. Which one's got you, Aaron?
Man, I thought for sure it was Jack in the Box, because that's like stoner crowd now, so they wouldn't know math. And I thought Fenwick and not Jonathan.
Yeah, right. Anything but Jonathan. Who would have thought Jonathan? All right, Leonard and KI5NLC, you too only missed 8. Or no, you only missed 2. You got 8 right. And which one's got you, man?
Yeah, it was the blackberry question. Yeah, just kind of got really lucky at the end there. Went on a three answer run there at the end, so that kind of helped me bring up the score. KI5NLC.
Roger. Well, let's add up all the scores since I've neglected to do that last round. We'll add up all 3 rounds and see how we're doing as a whole. looks like we got Leslie, KI5NLC is the overall first place tonight in the Friday Night Trivia Net, followed by Ashley, KI5MVF, and Leonard, KI5NLC. All right, so there are the people that you're gunning after. Those are the people that you got to beat in order to get in the top 10 of the Friday Night Trivia Net tonight. So we are going to take a quick intermission so everybody can take care of business. During the intermission, you'll see questions on your screen to pass the time. Voting is optional, but always appreciated. Just a reminder, for those of you lurking out there, you can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We got one more intermission and one more round, so there's plenty of game for you to get in here. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no accounts to create. All we need is your call sign and your name. If anybody has any questions or concerns, we're going to move everybody into the intermission. Come with them with your name and call sign now. So, Scott, I'm really kind of interested in your high-lie game in Tijuana. That sounds pretty interesting. Can you elaborate on that?
Negative, Rusty. Excuse me. It's a fuzzy memory, and it was a long time ago, but it was fun. I think it was KI5OBD.
Oh, fuzzy memories make for fantastic stories, man. So no worries about that. It just sounded kind of fun.
It was noisy. I remember that. There was shouting involved, and the ball and the court. The noises are very, very loud. It's KI5OBD.
KI5PZN.
All right, we had a double between Ernesto and Garrett. I heard you in there, Garrett. Let's go chat with Ernesto. Ernesto, what's going on, sir?
Hey, real quick, something very, very serious matter here. I'm trying to tell me that saying that Sammy always says, the funny saying about, I know it has bowl and steaming into it, but I just can't remember how it goes. I just know it always makes me kind of giggle a little. Could you remind me how that goes? KI5PZN.
Absolutely, man. That's a big old bowl of steaming fine business. A steaming bowl of fine business. I can't even say it, so there you have it. It's a steaming bowl of fine business. So hopefully that helps you out there. Garrett, what you got in there, man?
I just looked up that video of Kuwait playing that fake national anthem for the Kazakhstani team for that shooting competition. And the look on those team members' faces was absolutely hilarious. They're just like, oh, this on KG5, KGJ.
Right, I mean, because what do you do? Like, you're standing there and you want to be grateful that, you're number one, you won, you got an award, and these jokers don't even know what song belongs to what. But, also in their defense, they've got 130, national anthems to pick from. So somebody either was laughing hysterically in the background because they knew they were going to get fired, or, it was an honest mistake, one of the two. All right, we're done with our third intermission, and that brings us to round 4, which I remembered to successfully reset so we didn't jump from 20 to 60 players, and I had to go recreate the whole thing by hand. So good for me, right? Yay. All right, but before round 4 can begin, which is all about Prince, we got to do a quick ID and let everybody out there know you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N5OAK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I am your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer, but you better get off your buns because this is the last round. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down and click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign, and you can be talking to us about Prince. We got 10 whole questions all about Prince. So if you are a music person, now is the time to hop in the game. We got 23 people playing with us tonight. So let's see how y'all do on your Prince knowledge. Okie doke, here we go with question number 1, round number 4. What is iconic recording artist Prince's last name? Almost half of you went with Nelson. We had a tie for Rogers and Edwards, and Jackson coming in number 4th. So what is Prince's last name? It is Nelson. Prince Rogers Nelson was born June 7th, 1958. Prince's first and middle name come from his musician father's stage name, Prince Rogers. All right, question number 2. What is the name of Prince's home and recording studio in Minneapolis, Minnesota? Oh, we were at 50-50 for so close. All right, so let's see. Paisley Park coming in number 1. Purple Pavilion coming in 2nd. The Minnetonka Majestic coming in 3rd. Nobody picked on Prince's Playground. All right, so what is the name of Prince's home and recording studio in Minneapolis, Minnesota? The correct answer, Paisley Park. Following Prince's death in 2016, Paisley Park was opened to the public as a museum and memorial to the beloved singer. Question number 3. What Prince classic begins with the spoken matrimonial line, "Dearly Beloved"? Number 1 answer on the board is "Let's Go Crazy," followed by "When Doves Cry," "I Would Die for You," and "Purple Rain." So which classic begins with the spoken matrimonial line, "Dearly Beloved"? The correct answer is "Let's Go Crazy." From 1984's "Purple Rain" begins with a brief sermon-like introduction. "Dearly Beloved, we are gathered here today to get through this thing we call life." Question number 4. Which of these albums was Prince's major label debut? Let's see where you lie. 60% said Prince, followed by "For You," "Controversy," and "Dirty Mind." So let's see. Which of these albums was his major label debut? The correct answer is "For You." Prince released For You on April 7th, 1978. The album peaked at number 163 on the Billboard 200. You'd figure, self-named debut would have been it, but for those of you that picked Prince, you were incorrect. Question number 5. Which of these is not one of the many pseudonyms adopted by Prince when writing songs for other artists? I'm pretty sure I would have got this one wrong. So let's see. Y'all think Jamie Starr is the answer, followed by Alex Nevermind, Paul Esterberg, and Joey Coco. So which of these is not one of the many pseudonyms adopted by Prince when writing songs for other artists? The correct answer is Paul Esterberg. I would have guessed Alexander Nevermind. That sounded a little normal. When writing or producing songs for other artists, Prince would often adopt a pseudonym. He was variously known as Joey Coco, Alexander Nevermind, and Jamie Starr. However, Paul Esterberg was not an alias used by Prince. So we got to check and see, who knew this, because I had no idea that any of this. Let's go talk to Leslie, KI5NLC. Leslie, did you know this?
No, I didn't. It was a guess. I've gotten all the other ones wrong, and I just looked at it and I thought Paul Esterberg was a little too tame compared to Alexander Nevermind, Jamie Starr, and Joey Coco. So I picked the tamest one.
All right, there you go. Let's go talk to Philip, AC5G. He was the other person that got this right. Philip, did you know this one, man?
That was a guess on my part. I knew he always went with kind of funny names and stuff, and that sounded like the most normal name, so it didn't sound quite like Prince. AC5G back then.
Right on, man. Well, let's see what Aaron, AI5HP, let's see if he was just guessing for the normal name or if he actually knew it.
Yeah, I was definitely going for the most normal sounding name here.
All right, there you have it. None of them knew, but they all guessed the same correct answer. Well, that was question number 5, so we're halfway done with round number 4. Let's throw up the old scoreboard and see. Check it out. Philip, AC5G is in the number 1 spot. Aaron, AI5HP is in the number 2 spot. And Trina is in the number 3 spot. All right. Well, once again, we have to ID and let everybody know that you're listening to the Friday Night Trivia Net brought to you by the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Call sign N50AK. My name is Rusty, WZ5BBS. I am your net control for tonight. You can check into tonight's Trivia Net at any time during the game from your smartphone, tablet, or computer. We got 5 questions left, though, so make it happen. All you have to do is point your web browser to n5oak.org and click on the Trivia Net tab. Once you're there, scroll down, click on the big green button to check in. There's no software to install or accounts to create. All we need is your name and your call sign, especially if you know stuff about Prince. We got 5 more Prince questions left. Question number 6 is coming up. Y'all take those points and put them to work. Y'all place your bets. This one is a mouthful. What Prince song topped the PMRC's infamous Filthy 15 list in 1985 that led to the creation of the Parental Advisory sticker? Number 1 answer on the board, Soft and Wet, followed by Darling Nikki, Do Me Baby, and nobody picked on Private Joy. So what got the Parental Advisory sticker created? It was Darling Nikki. Topped on the list of the PMRC's infamous 5015 was Prince's 1984 song, Darling Nikki. All right, 32% of you got that right. Let's see what that did to the top three. Philip is still in the top number 1 spot. Aaron, AI5HP, is still in the number 2 spot. And Steve, KG5LA, has bumped LAA has bumped up into the number 3 spot. All right, there it is. Let's see what you can do. Scott's in the number 4. Leslie and Leonard down at 5 and 6. Oh, man, oh, man. Let's see what question number 7 does. What Prince protege originally recorded Manic Monday before he pulled it from their album and gave it to the Bangles instead? Sheila E. is where y'all are headed with this one. We got a tie for Vanity 6 and Wendy and Lisa for 2nd and 3rd. And Apollonia 6 coming in 4th. All right, so let's see. Which one of these is correct? The correct answer is, well, check it out. Apollonia 6. Only 3 people got that. Prince's protege, Apollonia 6, originally recorded Manic Monday for their 1984 self-titled debut, but Prince pulled the song and offered it to the Bangles in 1986. I remember the Bangles, but Cyndi Lauper is the biggest on my list for that one. So let's see, who got that right? Leonard, KI5NLC, Ashley, KI5MVF, and Russ. Leonard, man, did you know this, or are you just guessing?
No, RFD, I don't know where this luck is coming from. I'm actually starting to get worried because I don't know where I'm pulling it from. But yeah, it's been blind guesses so far, but it's working pretty good for me. KI5NLC.
Hey man, keep pulling where you're pulling because it's doing you some good. Congrats to Ashley, KI5MVF, for making that happen. Let's go check in with Russ, W5ISH. Russ, was this a lucky guess?
That was a swag, sophisticated wild guess.
Roger, Roger. Well, hey man, that's the best swag in the business. Question number 8. Which album repurposed songs from a trio of aborted Prince projects and was named Album of the Year in 1987 by The Village Voice? So, Bill, I have no idea who Apollonia 6 is. You'll have to Wikipedia that one. And honestly, your statement would have been better for the double Jeopardy round. I'm just saying. All right, so let's see what y'all think on this one. Y'all are going with, it's a tie for Sign of the Times and Chaos and Disorder, followed by Parade and Love Sexy. Check out that picture of Prince. That's frightening. All right, so let's see which album it was. It was Sign of the Times. 30% of y'all got that right. 1987. Sign of the Times is considered by many to be Prince's greatest artistic statement. He recorded so much material that the Super Deluxe Edition includes 9 discs and 45 previously unreleased tracks. That's too cool. I remember when he died, they said he had a vault with like hundreds and hundreds of songs. So, no telling. Question number 9. Which Prince song inspired Stevie Nicks to write her 1983 hit Stand Back on the first day of her honeymoon? Let's Pretend We're Married is the number 1, followed by Little Red Corvette, Delirious in 1999. So let's see which one of y'all got this right. It was Little Red Corvette. While driving to Santa Barbara after her 1983 marriage to Kim Anderson, Stevie Nicks heard Prince's Little Red Corvette on the radio and started humming along. She recorded the demo version of Stand Back that evening in her honeymoon suite. All All right. Question number 10 in the end of round number 4. What Prince side project recorded the original version of Nothing Compares to You? All right, so Bill says he wants more Bob's Burgers. We can make that happen. They just put out a movie, Bill. So, you know, if you want, we can make that. No. Come on, Garrett. Y'all are no fun. All right, let's see where we are. 70% said Vanity 6, followed by The Flesh, The Family, and Madhouse. So what Prince side project recorded the original version of Nothing Compares to You? The correct answer is The Family. The Family was formed by Prince in 1985 following the breakup of Time. Nothing Compares to You was originally recorded for their 1985 debut. An Irish singer Sinead O'Connor cover version was named as the #1 world single by Billboard in 1990. Two people do this. One of those was Russ, W5ISH, and Chris, W5CUI. Let's go chat with Chris, W5CUI. Chris, is this a lucky guess, man?
Well, Rusty, I didn't even pick it. I'm sitting here rocking the baby, and my daughter accidentally got the right answer. She was surprised, too. I think that's the first one we got right in this section.
Well, hey, man, congrats. There you go. Let's chat with Russ, W5ISH. Russ, surely you knew this one.
Oh, it's another swag, but my better half hollered out pretty loud, so between us it was definitely a swag.
All right, well, you know, everybody's here to help, so good to see y'all got some good helpers over there. All right, well, that's the end of round number 4. Let's fire up the scoreboard, see who's doing what. Philip, AC5G is in the #1 spot. Aaron, AI5HP in the #2 spot. And Steve, KG5LAA, topping out the top 3. Philip, AC5G, you only missed 4, man. Which one's got you?
Basically blew the second half of that round somehow. The Manic Monday one and the Album of the Year one, the Stevie Nicks one, and Nothing Compares to You. So yeah, basically the last half of that just completely bombed. AC5G, that's it.
Well, you bombed it rather well because you made it all the way to the first spot. Aaron, AI5HP, you only missed 3. Coming in #2. Which one's got you, man?
Yeah, the debut got me. Nothing Compares to You, and Manic Money got me. I really thought that Ethan Wendy was going to be the right answer, but I was way off.
Roger. So we got the same ones that everybody thought. Let's see about Steve, KG5LAA. Steve, you got 4 out of 10 right, and you still managed to make the top 3. Which one did you know you had that just nailed you?
I believe the question about Prince's residence where he lived in Purple, whatever is what I guessed, and it should have been the next one down.
Yeah, Paisley Park. I knew that one, believe it or not, out of all these things. I knew that one. Well, all right. Well, congrats to the top 3 of round number 4. Let's add up all the scores and see who the big winner of the Friday Night Trivia Net is tonight. It is Leslie, KI5NLC. This is not her first time in the #1 spot. Congratulations to you, Leslie. Philip, AC5G in the #2 spot, and Aaron, AI5HP in the #3 spot. Let's go talk to Leslie, KI5NLC. Leslie, what you got going on for the weekend?
Well, Leonard's grandma is in town from Illinois, so they're going to come over on Sunday, and I think we might go check out the drum corps in San Antonio if Leonard doesn't have too difficult of a work day on Saturday. He works all weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, it was fun tonight. Yeah, I was kind of mad at myself. I listened to a couple of true crime podcasts, and today I was scrolling through one of them called Disgraceland, and it was the Prince episode. And I was like, no, I'll do the Led Zeppelin episode first. So I'm kind of mad I didn't pick the Prince one, because I would have learned a lot and maybe done a little bit better. But I still did good and I had fun. KI5NLC.
Roger. Yeah, it never fails, right? You picked the wrong podcast, but I mean, you still came out number one. You won the trivia net, so I would not complain. Let's go talk to the Fox for the weekend. Philip, AC5G, he came in second place. Philip, what you got going on this weekend, man?
Oh, just wrapping up the final stuff for my daughter's birthday party tomorrow. Trying to do a little outdoor water themed slip and slide and water toys and all that kind of stuff, see if we can't stay cool in this incredible heat. Other than that, going to take it easy and recover on Sunday and go retrieve the fox Sunday evening. So good luck to everyone out there hunting. AC5G, back to them.
Yeah, man, I looked at the map and I appreciate you putting it up here next to me. That's gonna be a fun one. I'll eventually get out on Saturday if I have a feeling, but yeah, I'm looking forward to going fox hunting. Let's go chat with Aaron, AI5HP, the number 3 in the Friday night trivia net tonight. Aaron, what you got going on this weekend, man?
Well, I guess the big thing is I'm finally, after I don't know how many years working from home, go shopping for a proper desk for my home office, maybe even one of those standing ones. Better late than never, I guess.
Yeah, I love the standing desks. Those are quite nice. Well, good luck on your shopping spree. Ashley, KI5MVF is in the number 4 spot, but her net control or her control operator is still in Florida. So we will wish her a happy weekend and congratulations on the number 4 spot, which takes us to Leonard, KI5NLC, who's working this weekend, but maybe going to catch some fun in San Antonio. You got anything else going on, Leonard?
No, nothing too crazy. I think Leslie, kind of let everybody know what was going on. Yeah, just it's the middle of summer and working, doing AC, so it's kind of crazy. But I got myself a new leak detector, so hopefully I can go have some fun with my new work toy, KI5NL.
And don't forget, she's going to be holding it over your head all weekend that she beat you in the trivia net, so just get ready. Well, let's go talk to Sky, N5LX. He's the number 6 spot in tonight's Friday night trivia net. Sky, you got anything fun going on this weekend, man?
This is N5LX. Didn't really have any plans, but I'm starting to think I want to work on some music. I'm a songwriter. I record a lot of songs, and I'm kind of getting the bug to start working on some of those. I just finished my 40-meter antenna, but I really like it, but I'm already trying to figure out what electronic project I want to do next.
Yeah, I usually turn to YouTube for that and find something fun, just then go down that, try to, sometimes I go down stuff I know, sometimes I go find a new rabbit hole, and man, I'm jealous that you're a songwriter. I have a lot of friends that are musicians, and that is just one talent I do not possess. So, good for you that you can get in there and make that happen. Hope you have fun, hope you write something cool for the weekend. Brian, N5TZV is in the number 7 spot. Brian, what you got going on this weekend? Already bailing on us, Brian. How could you? All right. Well, we're going to go and say congratulations to Trina. Trina is in the number 8 spot tonight with 1,300 points. Congratulations, Trina. Go punch Doug in the face and wake him up and tell him it's time to go to bed. KG5UNK, y'all have a good weekend. Steve, KG5LAA is in the number 9 spot. Steve, what do you got going on this weekend, man?
This weekend I am in dire need of a haircut, so I'll be getting up early in the morning and heading to my barber shop. Other than that, I might try my hand at setting up a next-gen hotspot. I think that's how you say it. Anyway, I tried the other day and I failed, so I may go back through the instructions again. That's about it for me. KG5LA.
Nothing like getting your hair cut, man. That's a joy in life for sure, especially if you're all shaggy and whatnot. I try to do it about once a month, and you can always tell when I've waited too long. But all right, well, good luck on your hot spot. Hopefully you can make that happen. Let's go talk to Bill, N5SMO. Bill, it was good to see you at the meeting last week. What you got going on this weekend?
Hey, Rusty. I'm just hanging around the house, taking care of some honeydew stuff that I need to get out of the way. Got to replace a couple of wall switches that are crackling when you flick them. So they're like 25 years old. I'm sure they're on their last legs. Just little stuff like that. Nothing exciting. Probably go do the Fox, look for that since it's close by. And thanks again for all the folks that organize these things. It's much appreciated. But that's it for me. Back to you, N5SMO.
Roger, man. Yeah, I know. I'm so happy that Jeffrey pulled me aside and was like, we need to do these things every other weekend, because I kind of thought he was a little nuts. And I'm like, man, we're never going to get this to go, and this isn't going to last even if it does. And I'm so glad that he's like, we're doing this. So thank you, Jeffrey, KI5MVF, for spearheading our Fox program. Everybody really is having a blast. And as somebody who moved to Austin right when the pandemic shut everything down, it has been super fun for me to go explore and find parks and see all the really cool little, niches of Austin. So I certainly appreciate it, and it's always good getting to hang out with new club members and people that I don't know. It's a good couple of hours just to kind of hang out and have some fun and go play radio. So yeah, I second that for sure. So there's your top 10 on the Friday night Trivia Net, and that means it's time for the elimination round. For those of you who are new and haven't played with us before, the elimination round does not count towards the Friday night Trivia Net. This is just how we kick you out and send you home. So the Trivia Net is done. This one you still have 15 seconds to find the right answer, but you don't have to be quick. You just have to be right. And the first time you're wrong, we're going to kick you out and send you home. So we are going to let the repeater take a quick breath, and when we come back, we will be at question number 1 of the elimination round. We'll see how many rounds we get before we send everybody home. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Who wrote the Grammy Award-winning country song On the Road Again? All right, let's see what you say. 78% went with Willie Nelson. We had a tie with Glenn Campbell and Johnny Cash for second and third. Nobody picked Roger Miller. So who wrote On the Road Again? Correct answer, 78% got it right. Yeah, it's Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson is the one that wrote that. That's got 5 people eliminated and 14 survivors. We got to say goodnight to Firebucket. Night, Firebucket. We'll see you later this weekend. Steve, KG5LAA, thanks for playing. And Leonard and Leslie, KI5NLC, y'all have a great weekend. And thanks for coming to hang out with us. We always appreciate it when you're here. Let's go to question number 2. Before it came to mean a person who is not right in the head, the term basket case referred to a person who had done this. Well, check it out. All the buttons have been pushed. Most of you think it is someone that spent time in prison, followed by riding in a hot air balloon, lost all 4 limbs, or worked at a laundromat. So what did the term basket case used to mean? The correct answer lost all 4 limbs. 15% of you got that right, which means we got a lot of people to say goodnight to. We are down to Scott, KI5OBD, and Aaron, AI5HP. So let's say goodnight to Russ, W5ISH. We're going to say goodnight to Miresto on Fort Worth. Y'all be safe coming home. Trina, good night. You and Doug have a great weekend. Chris, W5CUI. Brian, N5TZV. Thomas, KI5OMW. Mike, W7QAG. Bill, N5SMO. David, KI5TGK. Garrett, KG5KBJ. Bill, W5ITZ. And Philip, AC5G. Wow, so many people. We've lost 17 already. We got 2 survivors left to go. Let's see what they get on question number 3. All right, Scott and Aaron, this one's for you. What are the pavements pop singer Adele is referring to in her 2008 hit, Chasing Pavements? Well, they both went for the same answer. They say it's dreams. They did not pick highways, rooftops, or sidewalks. So what are the pavements pop singer Adele is referring to in her 2008 hit, Chasing Pavements? The correct answer is sidewalks. Scott, how could you? Come on now. The song was inspired by an incident where Adele punched a cheating boyfriend in the face and was thrown down in a bar. She then walked down the sidewalk alone and thought to herself, what are you chasing? You're chasing an empty pavement. So that's it. We got to say goodnight to Scott, KI5OBD, and Aaron, AI5HP. Everybody has been eliminated in this round, and it looks like that's going to do it for our elimination round. That's also going to do it for tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net. We hope y'all had a good time hanging out with us tonight. The Friday Night Trivia Net is a service of the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, call sign N5OAK, and made possible through the generosity of people just like you. For more information on the club, becoming a member, or to learn how you can donate, visit us online at n5oak.org. I'd also like to thank Kyle, KA5D, and the Crossroads Ham Radio Club for linking their repeater system for the game tonight. If you'd like to see all the fun things they're up to, or just want more information about the KA5D or W5LCR repeater, visit them online at ka5d.com or crhrc.org. And before you close your web browser, stop by, check out the BBS, go play some door games. You can also find TriviaNet player rankings, stats, net logs, net check-ins, you name it, on the website as well. Don't forget, we got the AC5G Fox Hunt this weekend. Thank you, Philip, for making that happen. All the details can be found in the Fox Hunt channel on Discord. If you're not in the Discord and you would like to join, now is a great time. We got the welcome team standing by, and they can approve your account. All we need to know is your name and your call sign. So head over to n5oak.org. Scroll down, you'll see the Discord. You'll see all our members on there. There'll be a Join Discord button. Come join us on Discord. It's a blast, and that's where the brain trust is. You can ask all kinds of questions. If you're new to the hobby or have any kind of questions about anything, come join us on Discord. It's a great place to be. And also, don't forget, we got the Wind Down Net every Sunday at 7:30 here on the Oak Hill and the KA5D system. It's brought to you by our very own Miresto, KI5PZN, and KI5SYX. Thanks for making that happen. I look forward to checking into that on Sunday. This is WZ5BBS, and it's time to bring tonight's Friday Night Trivia Net to a close. I'm going to signal the repeaters to switch back to regular amateur use, and while they're doing that, I'd like to thank y'all for inviting us into your home tonight. Have a great weekend. Be safe, and we'll see you right here next Friday night for the Oak Hill Friday Night Trivia Net. 73, y'all.
KE5RF.